What's up, ladies and gentlemen of YouTube? Boogie2988 coming at you live again through the power of the internet. And me and my friends just finished up the Fallout TV series, and I just have to say a few things about it. I watched the show with my girlfriend and my roommate, and all three of us are fans of the Fallout game series, and all three of us loved the show. So if you're a fan of the series, you'll probably love the show. They do just such a good job of capturing the look and feel of the Fallout universe in the show and making it feel lived in. Like every character you meet feels like a real character that you would find in this world. Most of your favorite creatures and technology and products and items and stuff is in this TV show, and it looks just like it does in the games. And I understand, based on some of the criticisms I've seen, not everybody believes it's 100% lore accurate. I don't know the lore like the back of my hand, though. What I do know, it felt right to me. And if you ignore the video game aspect, just the TV show itself is incredible. And when you look at the talent that's connected to writing this, to directing it, I mean, it's got Jonathan Nolan, and Jonathan Nolan, just about everything he touches turns to gold, whether it's Westworld, Interstellar, The Dark Knight, The Prestige. The guy doesn't do much wrong. Then look at the actors that are in this thing. I mean, Walton Goggins alone can carry anything. Look at Justified, Vice Principals. It doesn't matter. Whatever he's in, he's good, and he's excellent as a ghoul. And I mean, everybody in the main cast does a great job, but even the supporting actors, it's so surprising seeing amazing comedians crop up for like little bit parts in the show just because they believed in the project, or maybe even just like the games. The action scenes are just like ridiculously over the top, like top notch. The shootout in Philly alone is just worth rewatching a few times because it's just that good. And I think the first episode does a really good job of showing like the seriousness of the topic while keeping that Fallout campy, goofy style that you're hoping for in the show. They get both right, and the balance is really solid throughout the entire series. Then there's the matter of the storyline, which I don't think everybody's going to love, and I'm trying to stay spoiler free here, but it's basically a Fallout video game script. I mean, it's a lot of that mommy, daddy, who did this, backstab, what's the real truth, what's going on in the vaults, what's going on in the overworld. All of it is just giant mystery that the main character has to unravel, and it's good. A lot of the factions that you would expect to be in a Fallout game or the Fallout TV series is definitely here, and they give them good reason to like pit against each other, and I don't know, it's fun to figure it out as you go along. The Fallout games are not afraid to get into like moral gray areas where your character has to do lots of crazy things to just survive, and so do the other people in that world, and this TV show does not shy away from that at all. Sometimes you'll see characters doing very questionable things, and you never really know exactly who to root for, and I feel like that's missing in modern day television, and I enjoyed that quite a bit. A lot of the online discourse about the show seems to be about wokeness and representation, and I just want to say that stuff is there, but even if you're the most sensitive snowflake in the world, it does not detract from the TV show at all. In fact, just about any of it makes sense in the Fallout universe, and it definitely makes sense in the context of the story. So I have absolutely no problem with any of that, and if you do, then I don't know how you survive the world without being offended all the time. In fact, I think this is a good example of representation done well, and as we all know, if you've watched my channel, I think well done representation and a good product is not a bad thing. In fact, I think it can be a very good thing. It's when it's done poorly or it's put into a bad product that it's a problem. The good news is if you don't really like forced representation, the good news, it's not forced here. And if you find representation to be important, you're represented in this show. Even if you're a ghoul Cyclops, you're represented in the Fallout universe, as you should be, because it is the Fallout universe filled with all kinds of unique characters, and I'm glad they're all here. At the end of the day, it's just a really good show, and it's a really good time, and if you like the video games, or even if you don't, I think you'll enjoy it. But I do have one major complaint. I don't understand how we have the Fallout Magic the Gathering release and the Fallout TV series, and not a new Fallout game to play. I guess Todd Howard and Bethesda thought I would go download Fallout 76, but since I was there for the week of launch, I'm not going to be able to play that game with a clear conscience, Todd. I needed something new to buy. Todd, if you're seeing this, I know you took an executive producer role on this TV series, and I'm so glad you put your heart and soul in it, but do you think it would have been smart to also make a video game at the same time, you dumb shit? Instead, I downloaded Fallout New Vegas, and I'm going to play through that again, maybe. Or maybe I'll download Fallout 4 and see what kind of Fallout content, creators out of their bedroom have made for us, since Bethesda refuses to make us a new game for some reason. But the good news is, if you want to know whether or not I recommend the Fallout TV series, the answer is absolutely yes. Go watch it immediately. I think you'll be glad you did. As always, Thanks for watching. I love you very much, and I'll speak with you again soon.